Hi everyone.
Hello, guys.
And welcome back to another episode of To Be Quite Honest.
The podcast.
Yes. Today is a very special episode because we have with us a very special guest.
Two very special.
You can imagine how special it is.
So special.
Anyway, so with us we have... Today with us we have Onome.
Hi.
Hi, Onome. It's so nice to have you on our seat today.
So lovely to have you.
That's so sarcastic.
I feel like maybe I'm not conveying the amount of excitement. But trust me.
We
Fireworks
can
in
see
my eyes. You can see it. I'm shaking.
It's nice to be here. It's very funny to be on this side of the divide.
Imagine. Yeah, Onome is always on the other side.
Yeah,
but today
always.
she's on this side.
So tell us about yourself. That's what you do.
Okay. My name is Onome. I'm team lead Mixta Africa. The group team lead marketing. See, I said I was going to forget what I did for you.
Let the owner of the business come on.
I'm team lead marketing and corporate communications Mixta Africa for the entire group. And so basically my work is to handle everything communications and marketing for the brand.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
That's great. So all those billboards on the road is you?
Is us. Is our work.
The Instagram ads too is you?
Is our work.
Fantastic. All right. So today we're just going to talk about a couple of the offerings that we have. Not a couple, all to be fair. All of it. I feel like the marketing person is here.
And some.
Sorry.
Excuse you. Correct your English.
Let me just. In fact, it's good that she's here because let me not say something that's not true. Then put that right. Excuse me, please. But you said the house will be 7 rooms. Nah, why have I only seen 5 when I came to? You are liars. No, that's not going to happen because we have the expert with us.
Yes.
She's going to tell us everything that we need to know. All the projects that Mixta currently has across Africa. She's also going to talk about like maybe a couple of funding initiatives that we have as well for ownerships. We have a couple of new projects. We have a couple of new, something very novel. We just launched the rent to own.
Yes,
so it's 2 ways to home ownership via renting and outright payment. Yeah. So you're going to give us more about that. But so from the top, actually from the bottom, let's go to you know where you are shopping online. You sort from top. You say when they say
lowest price.
So that energy just give us.
So we're starting with affordable.
Just tell us what like now. You know. Let me positively, like I'm rich, okay?
Yes, we know this.
But if I want to buy for someone, I want to just give somebody.
As per dash.
Yes. I don't want to expend too much fun. I just want to, maybe something light for Easter or Christmas. Nothing too
that
serious.
Kind of thing. Yeah, of course.
Something light. So please, what kind of stuff?
Yeah.
What are the offerings?
So first of all, I'll just say that Mixta Africa prides itself in building communities. Okay. And so what we say our purpose is basically to build sustainable communities across Africa. And like, you know, you may or may not know, we are currently operational in 5 countries, but we have projects in about 8 countries across Africa.
Okay.
And our major focus is affordable housing. What we try to do, our main purpose is to beyond just building sustainable communities is to sort of reduce the housing deficits in Africa. Okay. And so the very sure way to do that is to create affordable housing, both by actual price of the house and also just accessibility to the funding to be able to own a home. Yeah. And so to start with affordable housing and lowest pricing, in Nigeria, so we've done affordable housing across different countries. Yeah. We have in I think we haven't. Sorry, when I say I think, it's because I'm trying to remember the class of products we have in the other countries. But we definitely have in Senegal.
Definitely have.
She knows. Yeah, she knows. Like she said, she's just trying to, arrange
it. Because I'm very nervous on this side. I can't even.
No.
Why are you nervous?
I'm used to pointing at the background and saying, no, you're not saying the right thing. But now I understand why you guys do that.
As you can see, nothing better than being on the other side.
Listen, well done, guys. Okay, so in Senegal we have Residence de la Paix, which is basically RDP for short, and it's full on a full community of affordable homes that is Mixta is actually known for. So if you go to Senegal, for example, and from the airport you say you want to go to Mixta, they take you right there to RDP. So we're that popular in that space. In Nigeria here, we've done a couple of projects. We've done the very popular Beachwood Park. Okay. We had 2 phases of that, and we delivered over 500 homes to Nigerians. Affordable homes. And I think
when I say what kind of flats,
we had a mix of terraces, bungalows and flats.
Yes.
So we had a mix of those. We also had some commercial products like shops and all of those things that come with that. About over 500 units, which we fully delivered last 2021.
Okay.
I mean, we're still handing over homes every now and then, but we've sold out in 2021. So we recently launched a new affordable project, which is not far from where Beachwood, in fact, it actually shares a border with Beachwood Park.
Okay.
And that's the Marula Park. Our land bank in Nigeria, as you know, in Lagos, not just Nigeria, because now we're in Abuja and other states. Our land bank in Lagos is really around the Ibejuleki axis,
yeah.
and that's where our famous Lacovia is. So it's in what we call Lagos New Town. Lagos New Town for us is a new sort of like local government, a new town, basically, that sort of tries to address the ineffectiveness of housing in Lagos.
Okay.
So we know that Lagos is full. Everywhere is full. Everybody's in Lekki or like this is basically full. And what we've done is extend Lagos to, beyond where people typically find themselves, to places where we can now build a sustainable community that people are okay to live, work and play from.
Okay.
And that's what Lagos New Town is. It's this large bank of 15 million square meters of land.
Yeah, that's 1,500 hectares.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so most of our properties within Lagos are in that space. So Beachwood Park is there. It was very successful.
Yeah.
We had Beachwood Park phase 1 and 2, like I said, and now we have Marula Park, which is currently selling for as low as 14 million for the homes. Upwards, of course, but the cheapest you'll find is 14 million.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's our affordable housing in Lagos, and I've mentioned also for Senegal.
Yeah.
What do you guys have in Abuja?
Yes, so in Abuja, we recently launched our Express View Estate. Yeah. It's in partnership with FHA, the Federal Housing Authority.
Okay.
And so you can, that also is around Lugbe in Abuja, and that allows you to pay through mortgage. Oh. So the good thing about Mixta is that we're always finding new ways to get, like I said, make funding accessible to people. So we have the product called Mixta Flex, where you can pay through NHF or you can pay through your pension funds. But we also have now the FHA program where for Abuja, especially the Express View Estate, you can pay with the FHA and pay in installments to be able to own your home. Those are 3-bedroom terraces. I think, yes, I'm correct. These are 3-bedroom terraces.
Like how much?
From 51 million. Oh, okay. But then you can spread payment over years. So that's why, because to be very honest, affordability, every time I need to come to the I'm like, but look now, come on. To be quite honest.
To be quite honest.
To be quite honest, affordability in Nigeria for homes is quite difficult as things continue to increase. There's inflation and all of those things. So what we try to do is, rather than, because we also need to make money, right?
Yeah.
Rather than just basically give you low quality so that we can give you what you think is affordable, we make funding easier for you. And so we have different products for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's good. It's a triangle where if you want like something, so it's 3 sides, it's cheap, it's fast, and it's
good quality.
Yeah, so you can only have 2, right? So if it's going to be fast and cheap, you're not going to have quality. And if it's going to be cheap and exactly, so if it's going to be quality and fast, it's not going to be cheap. Exactly. So that's kind of how it works. So I get that, they're leaning into like financing and making roadway and pathways for people to access funds that would normally not be accessible to them, to ensure that they have good homes. Because really, what's the point of getting a house then half of the time you're living there, the roof is
have to fix something.
Like literally, it sort of defeats the purpose. Yeah. And I feel like, it's good you mentioned this because a lot of people hear like affordable and they think it's a synonym for cheap.
Yeah.
And that's something we're trying to
and it's really,
it's not
that's a stronghold Nigerians have.
It can't happen.
Yeah. So when you say not affordable, like, well,
I thought it's 10 million.
And I'm just like, ma'am.
If I'm selling yours for 10 million, will you not be worried?
Would you be like, so
why are you living in the house in this Lagos, in this Nigeria, Nigeria?
As in this Buhari's tenor, you see how 10 million you want to buy, you're not afraid.
You have to be scared because once you enter that house, everything will fall out.
I say,
do you guess?
These are the houses that are built on soft land. When they say river will come and
overflow,
if you build your house on the solid rock, when the storm comes to remain,
exactly.
The house that is 10 million. I know it has rained in Lagos, so you can be sure it will be swept away.
But I think the rain has calmed down a bit.
Has it?
It's better now.
Yeah.
The last few weeks is awful.
August is coming. It'll start again. But again,
Well,
I mean, fingers crossed. Climate change will help us. So yeah, let's talk about the stuff that is not as affordable.
yeah, the premium
Okay.
houses.
What is the premium? We're like mid-range, right?
Mid-range,
So you have
middle,
like
yeah.
Fairpark.
do have
we have
that. We
homes
have
that are
Fairpark.
not very.
We have Adiva.
Yeah, Adiva.
We have
Okay.
Fairpark. We have Adiva. Those are middle income. But before I go to those, I actually forgot because they will sack me.
They will sack
Duo.
you. No, okay.
I need
you
to
know
sell
what?
Duo. So it's a rent to own scheme, like you had mentioned earlier, and that's really available for just the Marula Park home.
Okay.
It's something we just launched literally like last month, and it's a pilot phase, and we're just working with a few units of our Marula Park home. And basically, what it says is that in a very short, layman's term, you pay rent for 3 years, and then the rent that you've paid over those 3 years is added to become to help you purchase the home at the end of 3 years. Oh, okay. So now you're paying rent, and your money is basically dead money. It's just going to your landlord. Yeah. But now your money is actually working for you because it would it adds up to your
what if I
actual
don't
total
want this
income.
house?
You are allowed to exit if you don't
go.
want after 3
fair
years,
enough.
but of course you're not collecting any money back because you've lived there
You've
for 3
paid there,
years.
okay, that's
Why would someone?
But why
Why would
you
your parents
want to
collect money
exactly?
back?
Why would you want to collect your money
No,
back?
I don't think anybody will ask to collect money. I'm just saying, like, because you say you have the option. To,
Yeah.
I'm
You have the option
you have
to
the option to
exit,
opt out as well.
but you don't. I don't think
It's
that
not
anybody would
advisable
want
to
to.
exit.
It's not that it's not advisable. You won't want to
because you have done it up nice now.
Yeah.
You know,
Done
when
it up
and you
nice.
know how it's still sometimes people
It's
rent
just-
homes.
I feel like
and
they
you don't
just-
want to do
yeah,
the
it's
house
just like
because
leaving
it's
it.
the landlord's house.
Yeah.
But now it's yours.
It's
So
yours,
just like, okay, let me
so you
really
take
settle
care of
in.
it like it's
It's
yours.
just basically telling you, come and experience this. If you like it, then it's yours.
Yeah, and again, like I said, we build sustainable communities. So you would experience the community of living in Lagos Newtown, because beyond just the homes, we've invested in infrastructure, we've invested in actual social living. So you're not just living.
When you say social living, can we touch on that? What do you mean?
So for example, within Lacovia, you have restaurants, we have the golf course, we have wellness and spa. We have different things that, on a typical day will excite anyone. So you don't, like I said, it's somewhere you want to work, live and play from. You don't have to leave Lagos Newtown if you move into Lagos Newtown. People living in Beachwood Park now are very happy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Someone that actually just moved.
So you don't have to go.
It's very exactly.
And then what
very
the
quiet.
only
the serenity
concern
is
she has, she said it's great. Like the only concern is just like the commute.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It's
a lot.
coming back
That's
to
the only
town.
concern people.
And then she's like,
mostly
she's
have.
hoping that her job lets her work like
From
remotely
home.
eventually, because that's like the future of work, right? But she's like, but generally, it's a great idea.
great place. It's a serene
She's like,
place.
if you work remotely,
fun.
she would recommend in a heartbeat because there's schools around. Like there's like
It's like
green
literally a
space,
community.
it's-
You don't
Yeah,
have
and
to
there are
come
very
out
good
to come
schools
out to-
around.
She's like,
It's not just random
honestly,
schools.
that she's not even just like one Abegi school or nothing.
And it's
like,
developing, so more people are coming.
are coming.
And even the commute thing. I mean, again, government is not really trustworthy like that, but we see what they're currently working on,
Yeah,
like
we do.
the roads, the VGC, Aja, and there's talks of more things happening on that axis because it has to develop. They know
really
it has.
has
to.
No, you know
Because
the thing
so
about
many
the thing
want
about
it.
development
It
and
has
infrastructure.
to.
I feel like once the people go there, eventually, like you
Yeah.
can't ignore them for so long, right?
The
Yeah.
government to move there.
I guess.
Start
Okay,
to
that's
work on
great.
it,
So
okay, so now we can talk about the
The
mid-range
middle, yeah.
ones,
Okay.
and that's where we have Fairpark and Diva for Lagos and Nigeria. So for Fairpark is actually probably one of our oldest
I think they've been there for like 10.
projects.
it has.
Yeah.
If not
so
more,
Fairpark.
actually,
Yeah,
it was, and
definitely
that's
one.
that's way before Lagos Newtown. That's closer to
LBS.
LBS
Lufasi,
area.
I know it's next to
Around. It's
Lufasi.
actually right next to
Lufasi.
Lufasi.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right next to it.
So, but we have now released a few more plots, and what we try to do, like I said, building sustainable communities. It's not just the houses; it's that there are lakes, there are greens. It's a serene area. There's common areas for children. Like there's something for everyone.
I think that's really important.
Yeah.
I know now
It
that
is.
the
We don't just build
developers,
homes.
so if you see the sports area, they have one little street.
They will now build like 10 homes.
How
in
do you know?
blocks? Everybody's on top of each other.
They're like a damn zoo. Like
We
I
don't
see
do
some
that.
homes, I'm just like, where are you gonna park your cars though? Like
We don't do that.
Sis.
So it's something that you want to be. And so we just released a few units of Fairpark flats, blocks
Okay.
of flats. That's currently selling. Adiva as well. Adiva is in Lagos Newtown. Adiva, I think, funny, everybody always talks about Lacoway. I actually think Adiva is probably
Diva
more
is so
beautiful than that.
beautiful.
It's so
yes,
beautiful.
yes.
It has
like when
one
I started
big
working
lake.
in Mixta, they did a handover at
normal
Diva.
tour, yeah.
It was when I entered, I was like, wow, it's so
Really?
serene. Yeah,
It
has like
it's literally like you're living in the country abroad. It's beautiful. I actually think that Diva is. I mean, Lacovia has its perks and it's great, but Diva. No, Lacovia, of course, no, you can't even take from Lacovia is on a different level.
Yeah.
But at Diva, that's
beautiful.
whole. I feel like the guys who are living by the lakeside, they are the kings, though, because it's not big lake, and then you have this like you can actually just go and sit by the lake and just have a picnic by the lake. It's very serene, and the houses are all arranged. The row housing, it's just beautiful. Nobody has fences.
So it's properly planned.
Yeah, very well planned, very well planned. And if you see like aerial shots of it, it's a beautiful place.
Do you guys still have any of them?
Yes, we currently have. I know we're selling plots of land that we
Do you
just
have any more homes?
released. I'm not sure that we have homes. I think we sold out on those, but we might be releasing more. I'm not sure because
Are they by the
we
lake?
have.
Only so many can be by the lake. Like
The
it's
lake,
literally
I think the lake is done.
the land in front of the lake is not as much as you.
It's not, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, that's fine. So let's move on to like high end stuff.
Yes, and that's where Lacovia comes in. So for Lacovia, I can't. Let me not talk about that because I feel like we've talked about Lacovia a lot on this podcast.
Always talk about like let me tell. I get it.
This was
Like,
Africa's best secret.
It is.
best kept
It
secret.
really
Can
is.
you? Why would you not even talk about? Why would you even?
I think
pass
we've
Lacovia?
done like
get?
an episode where someone came on and was like, after Lacovia is heaven. I'm like, I've heard.
That he said after 5 years.
After Lacovia
It
is
buys you
heaven.
additional
It
5
buys
years
you
in your
additional
life.
5
So
years
that's
in
your
your
It's
life.
the truth.
Lacovia-
It's the truth. We
I mean,
went
Mixta
to do this shoot.
We did a great job. with
Yeah,
Lacovia.
we did. We
It
went
was
to do this
beautiful.
shoot with some of the residents of Lacovia, and listen, lifestyle there is just different. I was just
Sis,
like,
don't get to
it was
start
myself
it.
and her. And
I'm concerned
don't get
about
us
like
started.
the demographic that like it's older people that could have dropped
no,
life.
but there were young people there. When we went, one
Yeah,
woman and
the
her-
lady,
the
yeah,
daughter
the lady
was,
that we
she works from
interviewed.
home there.
Yeah, her daughter
Yeah,
was
work
like
from home.
23.
Yeah,
How does she
very
enter
young
town?
girl.
She comes to town like during
On
the
weekends.
weekends. Yeah,
And that's really just because, people are still focused on this place. Very
Yeah.
soon, people will move there and you'll have clubs there. And there's
she
no
even
reason
said
to
she
come
doesn't
here.
want to live there. Like being in Lacovia is more like it's easy for her.
Must be
It's a
nice.
different lifestyle. You can't actually explain it. You have to experience it. That lifestyle is different.
I'll
I
talk to
agree.
my husband. Is that I can't explain it. I have to experience it. I will speak with
Just
my spouse.
take him there for one night.
I was speak,
I'll
actually,
take
you
him
know
there
what?
for one night.
You know what's so funny is actually I was thinking of taking like
You should.
my family, so like my mom, her husband, like my sister, her kids. It's like a group because I know they have. I don't want to talk about that, but they have a hospitality arm.
Yeah.
They do like short live for apartments. So they
Yes.
sort of manage it fully, and it's at the standard at which we hold all the other like hotel rooms that we
Yes,
have on here, like
exactly.
cottages and stuff. So I was thinking, and they have 4-bedroom apartments. I thought like it's
That's
very
good for a
ideal.
big family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for a big family, like a good family vacation. And yes, I'm actually really thinking
You
about
should
it.
take them.
should.
And once
if
we
they get
book
to
the homes, it
experience
comes
it.
with breakfast, Abby.
Yeah.
So it's only one meal. Because my mom was saying you have to make a bar. That eba must eat it. When you travel, even when I go out of town, she's like,
You have to
does
make
Mixta
eba?
have a kitchen? So she needs to turn that eba. So we have to make sure like she has a kitchenette. But I mean, if the home is fully
Yeah.
and it's fully furnished,
Fully
the home-
furnished, fully like just well managed. You're basically
like
at home.
shortlets.
You're basically at home. It's really beautiful.
Okay.
So
Next public holiday. That's what
when
we'll
is
do.
the next public holiday?
October 1st.
Voila.
Moving on.
Okay, so
Let's talk about these high end homes.
oh, we have a lot. So because Lacovia, like you said, has the hospitality section, we have golf. We also have a full residential estate. And so what we do is try to create communities every now and then. We have Lacovia is 308 hectares of land.
Yes, it is.
98 of that has been dedicated to just the golf course, which
Okay.
is maintained fully. And then the remaining just is all this land that, we decide, okay, let's create this new community. Let's
Yeah.
create that new community. We have had several that are sold out. We've had the Enclave, we've had Ubudu, we've had Cove, a lot of homes that have been little communities that have been sold out. So the current ones that are selling are the Village. The Village is actually completely built. We have just 2 units left, I think, as at now. At this very moment that we are talking, because
When the episode comes out,
it might now be that
sold
we have
out.
sold out.
Hey.
But and typically most of our products are off plan. But the unique thing about the Village is already built.
Okay.
So you literally are buying in and just
Like movie ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's Palm and Baobab, which is like the duplex and the bungalow.
Longer.
Yeah.
And there are 4 bedrooms. The Village is a beautiful community of just 18 units. It's the again aerial view shots. It's almost like you're living. It's just so
It's giving
I can't
abroad
even say-
vibes.
Village is giving me Prince of Bel Air vibes.
Ooh,
I can't even
okay.
lie. You know that house, The old one,
The
not this one that they are doing now, because I don't watch this one.
House.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince house. It's giving me that vibes. So, Village is currently selling. Then we have Ule.
Okay.
Ule is our retirement community that we just launched. It's very exclusive. It's for the older citizens. I don't want to say senior citizens, but like older demographic. It's basically a place for it was born out of people. We have a lot of rich people who have done well for themselves, and they've bought all these houses in town here, like 7-bedroom, 6-bedroom, 8-bedroom mansions, and then the children grow up. They marry, they don't come back home.
Yeah.
You now have this big house that's just you and your husband in, and you're not doing anything with it. So rather than stay there, why not come to a community that you have other people your age? It's a smaller home, 2-3 bedrooms. You have all the things that you need to help you with assisted living, and not like you're invalid or anything, but like you have things that you need as a senior citizen to continue to live normally, full life, and not stress yourself. Okay. You have 24/7 concierge services. You have physiotherapy on call. You have wellness. You have the gym. You have everything basically there. And then you have your people who are like you around, and you have common areas where you can all just hang out and chill. And so Ule is what we recently launched and is currently selling to these people. Now,
how many of these? You said that Village is like 18 units.
Yeah.
How many of these units do you have? Do you know?
I'm going to. I can't say off
the top of your head.
Let me get back to you.
Get back to us.
So my God, it's up. Okay. And this is I think it's about. I don't want to give a very wrong figure here, but I think it's almost about 50.
Ballpark. Okay, that's fair.
Thereabout. So.
Are these bungalows? Are these flats?
They're flats. They're flats stacked. But we have elevators to allow.
Okay, for those I was going to say because older people can.
We have elevators.
Like I'm young and I already complain about the stairs.
But some older people still want the staircase.
It's there, of course. I mean, it's even for safety reasons. But we also have that and all of that. So that's Uli. The other thing that we have, the other products that we have that's currently selling are plots. You can buy plots. Okay. Because we find that we already have house types. Some people want to just build their own type of house, although we give guidelines to the kind of homes you can build, but you can buy plots from Lacovia. So we have Lacovia plots, we have waterfront plots. The waterfront plots are basically, again, like water-facing plots. We have, I think, 8 units left now. And the waterfront plots were a huge. They are a huge.
I know they sold out initially.
Yeah,
so I was surprised to say they probably released a new
set of it because it was the demand was really high. Okay. And for the waterfront plots, basically what you can have is you can have your own private dock. Where you can have your own.
So you buy a booth.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting.
So and you have both views of the water of the lake green. And of the fairway.
Okay.
So you can see the golf the first golf hole 2.
See why they had to release 8 each.
No, I mean I get it. Like after working all your life, you want to relax.
You want to relax, and again, like I said, the lifestyle is just amazing. You have to experience it, and you just have to experience it. I don't have house there yet.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
Progress.
But I've tested it.
But let's talk about the other African projects across Africa.
Yes.
Where do you want to start? North, south, east, west? How do you want to do
it? I'll start. I think because I had mentioned Senegal before.
Let
me just go with Senegal. So Senegal currently we have the RDP, which is affordable housing.
Is that sold out?
Yes. No, we have a few units left.
Okay.
We have a few units of RDP selling. And then we have one that's coming very soon, which is Residence Gore. That's our luxury apartment. And I was privileged to go, and when that building comes up, because it's right at the edge of a cliff.
Oh, okay.
So it just faces the ocean. It also faces the Gore Island in Senegal. So, and that's like it's a monumental island with the slavery and all of those things. So it's really a beautiful site. And there are other types of, like, typically around that area is hotels and stuff that are being built.
It's
so
like
to have a house there.
Tourism.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's launching soon, this year, hopefully. For Morocco, we have a Safia, which is this block of beautiful blue and white buildings, and I think we're sold out on those. We have a few projects coming up in Morocco soon, though. Once they're released, we'll announce. For Tunisia, we have Alhambra and a few other ones as well. For those other countries, we do a mix of mid-level and high-end. We have some affordable, but it's typically within mid-level to high-end range. Okay. We also do have affordable, actually, but yeah. Côte d'Ivoire, we have Songon coming up. And that's also a I think that's going to be released before the end of this year as well.
Okay.
We actually are very.
So 2020 is a big year.
It's a big year. Lots of projects are coming up.
You really have, because you mentioned the rent to own. You mentioned Ule. You've mentioned one in Morocco. You mentioned the waterfront Gore. You've mentioned the plots available.
Lacovia Heights.
Lacovia Heights.
Lacovia Heights is I'm sorry. Lacovia Heights is first of its kind in Lacovia. It's really we typically build just +1, but this time we are doing up to +9, 10 floors. 9. Yeah. Okay. So and it overlooks holes 10 and 11 of the golf course.
Does it have a waterfront view?
It has waterfront views as well. The lake view. It has gardens. It has its own jogging path. It has it's right at the edge of Lacovia. So for me, it's like you're right at the edge of the Lagos Newtown, because Lacovia starts Lagos Newtown, so you're right at the edge of it.
The cusp of it, fantastic.
So yeah, Lacovia Heights is also another great project that is, of course, high end but very good. And the also good thing about anything that you're buying in Lacovia is because you can put them on short lets.
Okay, you always recover.
You always make money.
That makes sense.
You get good return on investments. So yeah.
All right, that's very good to know.
Very,
very, very good.
So
to
have
know.
we touched every part in Africa?
I think
she's done a quick rundown. I feel like she's like, I'm talking since I'm tired. She's like, oh my God, I've been talking since. But yeah, I mean, you have to tell us, because we don't know. And we don't want to inform the public of what's not correct.
Wrongfully.
And then they'll not be fighting.
And them not come and what have you done?
But we have the brains here, so
I mean, the person that exactly.
So if you like, come and fight us. We're giving you good information.
They can't come and
this is
fight
the real
us
one.
because
come and fight us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now the information is correct, so they will come and fight.
No, they're not for fight, because the information is not wrong.
Exactly.
It's when you give them wrong information, they can fight you.
Exactly.
You can also visit our website for more information.
Yes.
Just in case. www.mixtafrica.com.
Just put it on the screen,
please.
Thank you.
Please put it.
Make sure to do that.
Or follow us on our social media.
Okay, what are social? Where can we find you guys? Like, where
we're everywhere. LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. When you say you guys, I know part of us.
We are part of you. Where can we be found? Yeah.
LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Mixed Africa. Basically, Mixed Africa.
You guys do giveaways.
Whoa. All right, wait.
Sometimes
they give you?
No. Actually, sometimes we do. Like when we have events, sometimes we give out tickets to Lacovia.
Yes, it's true. And we have this upcoming event.
I mean, again, I just want to stress, because I mean, I feel like Onome has said a lot about Lacovia. So if you have like any more questions, you can send them in.
Yes,
definitely.
People
want to, like, obviously maybe you don't want to experience it, you don't want to invest first.
If you want to know how to go to Lacovia,
exactly,
bookings, option, anything,
everything you want to
please
send us.
But before we close off on this episode,
okay.
Right. So since we have Onome here, so what next? Like,
now how do we move forward?
What's coming from Mixta now?
What else on ground?
Exactly. You've given us coming soon.
Yoruba film advertising say, just watch out.
Watch this space.
She said, watch this space.
What's coming? Well, a lot of things are coming. Like I said, we have a large land bank, so we are going to forever come up with new products, new projects, affordable and mid-range, just across different segments. Okay. We're building, we're growing. I'm not management, but
No, but I want to ask you, I know that you've spoken a lot about like individual residents, but what about like commercial, like landowners? If I want to come and do estate, if I want to come and do like manufacturing, because it's a large land bank, and then clearly there's a demographic of people that need to buy something.
Yeah.
So if I was like an urbano, for instance, and I want to come and buy land and put up like a huge market to sell, it's like, is that available?
Yes, it is. We have commercial plots available for people who want to buy and build schools, light industries, churches. Okay. We even actually do sell land, bulk land. We have bulk land for sale.
Oh, nice.
In Lagos Newtown. So like I said, Lagos Newtown is a local government. Yeah. It's really another town. So it's not just Mixta. We actually are open to selling even to competition. We have right now a few other developers that have bought land and are developing.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's really another town.
Collaboration over competition.
Our purpose, like I said, is building sustainable communities. So, it doesn't have to be just us. We just want that there's a community and the infrastructure. So what we do is creates foundational infrastructure that would last and serve everyone. Yes,
power.
Good roads.
Mixta is doing the
Our roads, we have roads. Fairpark Road has lasted over 12 years.
So now basically you and government are dragging work. But that's what it is now. You are doing road.
No, we're just, it's CSR. We're doing exactly.
All right, that's great. That's good to know.
Just helping the community. They're not dragging with the government.
Is there anything? We are not dragging.
We're not dragging.
But is there anything else? Is there anything else that you want to like stress before we do anything you want to like sort of put a spotlight on? Maybe misconceptions you want to clear up? Is there anything?
Yeah, well, okay, so I mean,
as a marketing person, I feel like because
we have people who come and they will start telling you, "I'm not delivered my hand."
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not saying it because I'm just like I'm mocking them.
You're saying
no. What she's just trying to, there are
a lot of issues that have happened in the past couple of years, COVID and the rest of things, and we all know how the economy is, and inflation is rising every time. Cost of building is rising. So houses that we had sold 2 years ago and we had estimated at a certain price, we're having to build at an increased price now, and we're not going to come back to you to say, Elusa, cement is not expensive, bring more money. We're going to
quality.
Exactly, and we want to still give you the quality. So we just ask that people be patient with delivery of homes.
And they maintain their payments.
Yeah, and maintain payment. Don't default, please, because the money is not even enough already. Please pay the money so that we can at least build on time. Right, that's just it. I think people might, complain every now and then, but it's not that we're lax in our delivery
or deliberately trying to
exactly.
Okay.
It's that
So please,
we're
our
working
customers,
with the economy that we have.
It's not us, it's Buhari.
At least at the end of
It's not of us, it's because above us.
at the end of the day, the ones that complain and we eventually deliver, they don't complain anymore because we deliver quality.
And when you move in, it's like pregnancy. You complain. When you now born, you're happy. So
all right,
just calm down.
That's good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
on the
having
podcast
me.
today. Thank you for
we loved having you on.
Letting us know all the things that are doing at Mixta, the new projects that are coming up. We're going to look out for them. We hope our listeners are also excited, as excited as we are about all the stuff that Mixta is rolling out this year and to come. So, is there again, please, Nama, ask them about the questions.
Please send in your questions.
Because people like message me later and they're like, so this thing, I'm like,
exactly.
If you send them collectively,
so
maybe we should even do like a Q&A episode. So
definitely. We plan on doing a Q&A episode. I think so if you send us your questions, we can answer.
Yeah, because individually, I'm like, I beg. But I guess maybe like 20 of them, I'm like, okay.
People should not stress already. Please send your questions.
I mean, don't be missing me on them like one. I'm not going to even answer it. But please
send your questions.
Put the email thing at the bottom of the screen.
Our email and our Instagram page so that they're aware.
Actually, just put on Instagram. Instagram is like probably the easiest way to reach us, to be honest.
But anyways, thank you again, Onome, for being on our podcast.
Thank you so much. We love having you. To our listeners at home, thanks for rocking with us. Catch you next time. Bye now.
Bye.